Hi, welcome back to the show. You're watching Daytime Ottawa. Derek Fage filling in for Dylan Black today. I want to tell you about how you can get out and be active. The weather looks to be fantastic over the weekend to get you out. We're going to talk about the Winterman Marathon, and I'm joined by Adam Kourakis from Somersault, also from Velux, right?
Veloflix, exactly.
Yeah, Veloflix, sorry.
Two hats, but today I'm wearing the Somersault hat.
You're wearing the Somersault hat today because this is something really, really amazing that's happening, and it's the first year that it's a Boston Marathon qualifier, correct?
Yeah, so this year's a bit different than years past. Winterman's in its 12th year. We've been doing it for long enough now, but this year we changed locations a little bit. We added the Boston qualifier, threw on some really cool local sponsors. So the event's got more of a fun feel to it this year, and a couple of little things to spice it up. But the Boston qualifier is new for this year.
Yeah, and that's big. Well, let's talk about, too, because there's something for everyone. So, you don't have to do a half marathon or a full marathon. What have you got planned? Everything
from 3K to marathon, and then we also have a marathon relay. So if you've got a team or a group of friends or some colleagues, you can do it as a relay option. But everything from 3K, which is walk or run, 5, 10, half, full, and all the relay options. So anybody from fantastic to beginner, every kind of age and demographic can be one of our participants.
Do you prepare to run a marathon differently in these types of weather conditions than you would, in running any other time of the year?
A little bit. It depends on what kind of runner you are. If you're a seasoned runner, yeah, you'll prepare differently. If you're looking to have a fast time at this race, you might train more in the winter. You might train with different layers of clothing and kind of anticipate that kind of side of things. But a lot of our runners are just new. They're first timers. They want a different challenge. They're not necessarily going out there to win or to have a personal best, but they want something different, but just off the beaten path. It's not going to be your standard 5K. You got the challenge of the elements, all that stuff. It's going to be different. So depending on kind of what runner you are, you'll prepare differently.
You brought along some equipment here, which will be important, right? Because you're going to, obviously, you mentioned layers, so you're going to dress differently than you would any other time of year when you're running. What are some of the other components you need to think of when you're preparing for winter running?
So the golden rule in winter running is always dress as if it's 10 degrees warmer.
Okay.
You're going to start off a little bit cold. You might be at the start line doing the dance and kind of doing the shiver, but I guarantee half a kilometer into it, you'll be warm and toasty. The body starts sweating. You go through all that motion there. So layering up is important, making sure there's no exposed skin, dressing for warmer weather. Again, not to be too warm when you start.
Okay.
And then I brought a couple of things here to show you about winter running specifically.
Okay. What have you got here?
So one of our supporters is Yada Life, and they brought on kind of two cool products for us. My favorite thing is the socks. They're waterproof socks. They're waterproof, so they stay dry in the winter. When you're walking through or running through snow, it turns into water and pools into your shoes. So that's kind of a must-have.
And that's at any outdoor sporting store, I would imagine you could get these?
Yeah, you can get them online, get them at any sporting store. And I wear them a lot for skiing or just kind of day-to-day walking to the bus and stuff. And then for a lot of first-time runners, they worry about doing a winter running event because of the fear of slipping and a lot of the unknowns. If you're not used to doing that, you don't want to jump into it without knowing all the answers.
Okay.
So another really quick and easy thing are these guys here, little kind of cleats or studs. They kind of go onto your shoe and they add some traction to the bottom.
Oh,
so if you're worried about slipping and sliding, or if it's your first time and you're really not sure, you can grab these guys at our expo on Saturday or Sunday, grab them online, whatever you need. But two key pieces of my wardrobe whenever I go outside in the winter.
Okay. Let's talk about sign up, because you can still sign up, as I understand it, right? So there's still some openings?
Yeah, so you can sign up in person at the Innovation Center at 7 Bayview Station Road, Saturday or Sunday. So Saturday we're there most of the day. Sunday is going to be a little bit tight because you got the race starting at 8:30 a.m. So if you're there before, you can sneak in, sign up on the site, and do anything from 3 to marathon. So
you mentioned a lot of activity going. So you have vendors. So what kind of vendors can people expect?
Oh, tons of stuff. So just for signing up, you don't even have to run the race. But if you bring your bib to Canadian Flapjack's Canadian Diner, you get a discount on brunch.
Okay.
So a lot of the reason why I do sports is to justify the way I eat, my eating habits. So
I like it. That's very honest of you, Adam.
If you want to earn your keep,
yeah.
You can do your run, get yourself a pat on the back, but we all really want that brunch after.
Right.
So you can go ahead and get a discount from those guys. We've got some beer from Beyond the Pale. We've got some amazing prizes from Decathlon. They're supporting all the races. So
you're kidding.
There's a whole gamut of prizes for those that are in the top series, then we've got some prizes for just those that finish. So you don't have to be the fastest to win. You show up, you finish, you get the medal, you get the t-shirt, and you're guaranteed a chance to win a prize, regardless of how fast or slow or you might be.
Yeah, and I would encourage, I don't work for Decathlon, but my wife and I went, and I mean, if you're looking to get into a sport, right, as a beginner, what a great place to go, because the prices are absolutely amazing.
Totally, and we're all about inclusion at Somersault. For all of our triathlons we host in the summer, there's para categories. We allow guide runners and whatnot. And Decathlon kind of follows that principle where it's low cost, you can get in for any price.
Adam, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks,
really appreciate it. Check out everything online, of course. Enjoy Winterlude this weekend. We'll see you next week. Dylan will be back.